recorded, so if thank you. Okay. Welcome everybody to the Laureate College webinar on the Gift Arts program. My name is Dr. Lina Lee. I am going to talk to you about the Gift Arts program we have at the college right now. So on the first page is an overview of the program. At the end of completing the program, the students will get an OSSD diploma as a regular high school. That's a regular high school Ontario diploma. They will get a gift arts certificate for all of the work they have done. And they will also get prepared for any auditions in arts, drama, or they will get a portfolio prepared in visual arts. I will speak about the music and drama component, and Ms. Excel will take over, give you more details on the visual art component. So here is how we structure our program. Every gift art student has to take 2 arts courses per year. So the arts courses can be music or drama. They can be both in arts or both in music. So there's a lot of flexibility there. We do encourage students to take a variety of courses. For example, if you're in grade 10, you could take a grade 10 music and also grade 10 visual art. Okay, so they will count together as arts courses. Within the courses, we also provide trips and workshops. Sometimes we take students off campus to experience, spend a half day at a museum, at a workshop, or go to a theater to do a tour. Sometimes we invite artists to come to campus to give a talk or to give a workshop. And I can speak about the past trips and workshops we had later. During the school year, we also provide after-school classes and individual lessons. The after-school classes usually happen when the high school classes end, which is at 3:15. After 3:15, students can either do clubs or group classes or individual lessons. This is especially important for the gift arts students, as they all need more specialized development in their area of interest. Students can have the option of being placed in arts organizations or in different places outside of school in their senior years. So we had students in grade 12 doing a co-op as one course. Now students can choose an arts-related course to do a co-op in an arts-related organization to gain more experience and have gain more knowledge of how the real world works. We also encourage the gift art students to participate in performances, competition, audition, and portfolio preparation. Sorry, I went too fast. Okay, here it goes. All right, so here is again, here is the breakdown, and I will give you a little bit of example of what a student might be doing. So I had a vocal student last year, and this is what she did. For last year, she had one major area, which means referring to music. She was a music student. She took grade 10 piano, and she had a minor arts course, which was in drama. So drama was not her primary focus, but then she also took it, and it was quite helpful to her development as a musician and a singer. We had a couple workshops and field trips during school time. So we went to Opera Atelier last February. It was a whole day event. We experienced a drama, like a staging workshop, or the students played with swords and had a lot of fun. They enjoyed a musical performance. They enjoyed a tour of the whole facility, seeing how things will work. We also observed how costumes and also how the props were made. And the students actually became quite interested. One student really wanted to do a co-op and consider going to this field in the future. We also had our Gallery of Burlington workshop last year. That focus was for the visual art students, but eventually the music students went as well. For that trip, students did a tour of the museum. They were guided, so they were given talks on the artworks, and they had a workshop on wiring sculpture. For the after school classes and private lessons, we had a choir running once a week. So my vocal student Alexis, she had a private lesson once a week and also choir once a week. Now the choir also gave 2 performances. So Alexis was part of the performances of the choir. In terms of lessons, I work with Alexis through her vocal studies, and I entered her into 2 competitions, and she placed top on in both competitions. The private lessons will also prepare her for university auditions if she keep going all the way up until grade 12. But because she was only in grade 10, we had mostly just regular training and also competitions to attend to. Now for co-op placement, this is only for senior students who already have enough credits to graduate or who have completed and on time to graduate. This year, we had previously gift our students Gilbert. He got a placement with one of the Hamilton's hockey club, which was quite a very exciting thing for him. So he will be starting his co-op placement actually in February, very soon. He was a visual art student, but he was interested in sports media. So he wanted to work with an arts organization, and we were able to support him with that placement for co-op. Lastly, competition auditions. Now, as a musician, I was mostly responsible for the music students. So last year, Alexis, she scored top in both the Oakville Vocal Festival and Hamilton Music Festival, and she went on to compete in the provincial competition. We do have students getting ready and being prepared for University of Toronto. Last year, we also had Emilio Ugan, who was a fantastic pianist from Puerto Rico. We prepared him for audition at U of T, and right now he is doing a piano performance at University of Toronto. And here are examples of guest artists we had coming here. We regularly invite outside artists to come in to give us an overview of the profession, to talk to our students about what they do, to generate interest, and for our students to make connections. So you can see we had Steve Jovi, we had B.D. Cullen, and we had Sarah Weisglass. I particularly remember Stevie. He was quite a personality, very cheerful, and he came here last year to give us a 6 hours workshop. So all of the vocal and drama students had one-on-one time with him. Here are examples of a course selection in grade 9. We can see the students could take English, math, science. AMU stands for music, grade 10 music. Learning strategies, ADA stands for drama, etc. And then on the right-hand side, you can see the grade 11 courses, what students might be taking. So throughout the whole year, students will be taking 8 courses. We do have a term 5 in July, and if students have completed everything well, they could choose to take co-op in their senior years. Again, all of these is just examples of what I've talked about. Is 2 arts courses per year. Meantime, they also have to take all of the mandatory courses required to graduate. Now here are the audition process for music and drama. They have to complete an application first, and they will request an audition or consultation with the artistic director. They will present the portfolio in the meeting, and they will be notified in 5 to 10 business days. For the vocal, instrumental, and drama, they will need to sing or play 2 contrasting pieces, 2 musical pieces. That means one piece that's fast, one piece slow. They can sing one classical piece or one pop song. Same goes with playing. We want to see how diversified the student is. For drama students, they will present one monologue and they will sing one song. And for all of the students, they will show us their achievements, their exam results, and awards. And lastly, they will have to attend an interview. If the students are overseas, we can arrange for an online audition process. If they are in Ontario, we do encourage them to come to campus, so to talk to us face to face and also take a tour of our school. Now, for visual arts students, we usually ask them to show portfolio. They will talk to us about their work progress. So we actually had gift arts audition this year when I conducted with Wally. We interviewed students from Japan and they showed us to present us the work they have done. Okay, going on to here, advantages of Laureate College for the music program. We are not a big school, therefore we're able to cater to each student. I think that's the biggest advantage we have is we really look after every single student. Whenever a student wants to try a course or wants to have to do a specific workshop, we try to get that to them. I think that sets us apart, us being really student focused. We also are able to give students a lot of guidance, teaching wise. So for us, Miss Ixchao and I, we both teach and we also both direct the program. So in bigger schools, the director might not be teaching. Things are separate. But here, we're just with the students every day. We see them every day. So we know what they need. We know what schools they want to get to, or we try to help them along the way as much as we can. Now, the other advantage we have is we are very flexible in allowing students to take the arts courses they want. If they want to do something that we don't offer, we'll try to find this in another place. Maybe we'll find an after-school program for them. We'll bring an artist over to give them what they like to do. So here at Laureate College, again, we require students to take 2 arts courses, and this is part of the program. So by the end of their graduation, they will be well-rounded and had access to many different art forms. They have direct access to professional artists. As you see previously, we bring the master class artists to the campus, which means students, they don't have to go outside. They could just be here, and the artists, the professionals, they will come to us for them to make the connections and to get coachings. And for all of the competitions, auditions, preparation, and portfolio, we do everything on campus, all in the same location, which saves the students time to commute or go to other places. And then again, because we're teaching and directing at the same time, we're able to really look after our students and help make them use the best of their times. Does anyone have any questions for the music and drama component so far? Okay. I have a music performance to show. I wonder if Ms. Ixchao, would you like to speak about the visual art first, or and then we can conclude the seminar with a performance?
Yes, that would be great.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I will be sharing my screen. Once again, welcome to this webinar, and I'm happy to be representing the. Can you enable my screen sharing, please?
Yes, give it a try.
Okay. Okay, so not to be redundant, because I think Evelina explained basically all the components of the program and how is it. Let me put it here. Okay. As you can see, our campus is not only beautiful, it also allows the participants and the students to be pretty much inspired and have the time and the space to be developing all their programs. Here at the Visual Arts, I had a small brief introduction about us too, Dr. Lena Lee and myself with our studies. We are, like she mentioned, not only the directors, but also the ones in charge and teaching as well. So that gives us an advantage upon other schools. And we have the experience in each one of our fields. Now, one of the things that the visual arts students have also is that they are prepared. They have the sessions here based on the Ontario curriculum, and depending on where they want to be applying, we would be guiding them very closely, because now visual arts have been expanding. Not only in visual arts, it's immersive experiences, digital new media and communication, it's 3D animation, it's game design, emerging technologies, and we are also following the up-to-date what is in the market in the universities, that we can help them prepare a good portfolio for each one of their applications, so they can develop their portfolio here, guided by the instructors of myself. And also, they also have the classes here. So being a traditional fine arts education with the new technologies, I think that also gives them a heads up within their new programs. We have students that have been applying to international schools, for example, in UK, and Japan and in China, and they're very successful with their applications. We also have the multidisciplinary arts pathways, and like Lena mentioned, if it's online, we also can do assessments online. Skill building and experiential learning through different mediums and techniques for them to explore not only the digital era, but also the traditional fine arts. Here are some samples of the classes that we develop with the students. And it's, I cater very closely to what they do with their sketchbooks. For me, when we do adjudication for portfolios for entering universities or colleges, of course, we like to see the portfolio finished, but what it's also important is to see what they have in their sketchbook. That's exactly where they can see the progress, the everyday thinking, what are they up to in terms of their interests, and that will give us a heads up to going in the professional field. We have seen that the workforce in the digital and graphic and visual careers, of course, you want to have quality in terms of techniques and media, but also the creative parts. We want to see how they can develop their train of thoughts. And that's very, very important. For example, Sheridan College looks up for that, and we have it like right here. For international students that want to enter Sheridan, which is the lead right now in all the game design, emerging technologies, and communication technologies, that's exactly what they're looking for, what the students are going through, and what they can bring up in terms of the new creative ways. We also help them if they have enough work developed. We offer them to have their own art exhibition here. We invite the community for showing. That gives them also experience in showing their work in a professional way, and enter competitions. There's some samples for preparing the portfolios, and we guide them. We have other fine arts teachers, illustration and character design, that they're also can be developing after school. And like Lena mentioned, everything is within the campus, so that saves time for traveling from one place to another. not being redundant, the master classes that also with experienced in each one of their fields. That's also something that we're bringing them to have experiential classes and master classes with people in the field. I guess that's it, Lena, for me. Just a little bit of what they would be doing in the campus, and or that we have with different materials, and we also have a shared agreement with other institutions that help bring to Laureate more complete programs for kids to develop and to take advantage of the programs.
Great. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to share a little bit more about our student sample works so you get an idea of the students we had here and then the works they've been doing. So first of all, I have here are some paintings and artworks by our gifted art students, Molly. Molly is currently in grade 12. This is her grade 11 work, and I think she's well prepared to get into universities for the visual art program she's applying for. We had a Gilbert Lau, which I mentioned previously. He is interested in sports media, and this is what he has done in his class last year. Samantha, as a grading student, this is what she has designed. Now here is Emilio playing. Emilio is currently the first year university student at University of Toronto. And this is a quote that Emilio has said about studying here. He said, studying music has been incredibly rewarding experience here at our school. The teachers are not only talented, but also very supportive, and they've helped him to grow as a musician, as a person. Emilio was always playing piano on campus everywhere you went, and he was quite a special kid. I remember he was playing outside while Miss Isha was working in her office, and you make art music all together. As you paint, as you draw, you hear students playing, and Emilio performed a lot on campus for us. So here is one of his performances. Let me know if you do not hear it. So that's Emilio playing, performing Rachmaninoff. If you notice, he's playing in the chapel. We also have a very very beautiful chapel. It's got amazing acoustic, one of the best acoustics I know in this area. And we have a very old organ, but a real huge pipe organ. These are all very rare to find. But I here at Laureate College, we have the facility for students to perform and record easily. We also bring outside groups, outside a professional to come in and perform for us. So again, really, we got everything in one place. And if international students come to our school who are interested in arts, this is a really great place for them. We can do a lot of things here on campus, but we also take students out for them to be exposed to different environments. We just took students to Sheridan College to watch a show last December, and early in January, we also had I think it's in March. Yes, we also had students going to Toronto to watch shows in Toronto. All right. So, does anyone have any questions so far about the program, about lessons and auditions, the program structure? Cameron, did you say something? Can everybody hear me talking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So no one has any questions. All crystal clear.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lee. I think that your presentation and Miss Excel Suarez presentation really bring us a lot of in-depth understanding. And there's actually one question that I think people would like to know is what does the audition process involve, and what criteria are you looking for in a successful candidate for the programming? Could you elaborate and share more with us?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry that was not very explained clearly here. Let's go back to the audition process page. So for the audition, the first of all they have to complete an application, and they will contact the admission office. They have to complete the application registration. Then they're going to request a audition time with artistic director. But people who are on the panel are usually 2 to 3 people, including myself. So on that interview, during that interview, the students will present their works. For singing and drama, they will act and sing or play. For visual art, they will present their portfolio. So they will do either share through screen or they bring it to the campus physically. And then they will have a conversation with us. We try to find out more about them and we take notes. So we assess them and give them a score. Then we give a recommendation to the admission office to let them know whether the student has passed the audition. We're generally very supportive and we're trying to find out the potential and the interest of the students. So our goal is not to judge the student at this point, but it's more to encourage the student and try to figure out if we could help him, if whether we're a good fit for that student. Hulu, does that help? So they register with us, complete application, request an interview, and then we do the interview. But once the interview is set up, I can further communicate with the students and also the agent on how to prepare everything.
Yeah, amazing. And I also got another question here is how, I mean, you've already explained a lot about, gifted arts credits can fit into the OSSD, the Ontario Secondary School Diploma, and you also mentioned about some kinds of performance or exhibition. Now the question is, apart from those performance or exhibitions or activities, what are some of the real world opportunities do they experience, and how often?
So I think all of those things are real world experiences because as an artist, I still perform, and Miss Excel still does exhibition. It's just on what scale. When you perform in front of school, it's the same as when you perform in front of in say Carnegie Hall. Okay, so the nature of the thing we do as an artist is the same. It's just a matter of audience size and then location where. So what we do here at school is we try to build all that up, prepare the students for their work experience in the future. Now, co-op is one great way for students to get some hands-on experience if they want to know what it feels like to work in a museum. That's what a lot of visual artists do, especially if you study art history, right? You go work in a museum in the future. Now, if you study music history or related, you'll be teaching, or you might be going to music librarian or doing things like this. So, and also we bring outside artists to come. That way, they get to talk to these professionals. So again, we're working with kids who are not working, but we do try our best to give them a feeling of what the work is like as an artist and what the training is like here at the school.
Mhm.
All right, amazing. Okay. Is everybody have any other questions? Feel free to you can ask them here to either Dr. Lee or Miss Suarez. All right, I think that would be it. Well, and thank you so much, Dr. Lee, and thank you so much, Miss Suarez. So, Dr. Lee, would you like to have a closing remarks, or would you like me to take it over?
Yeah, you can take over, Herlu. I think I'm good. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks again for joining us. That means a lot for us. To be able to share more about what we've been doing and what our students are proudly presenting here at Laurier College. So, whenever you have any questions, feel free to send them over to admissions@lauriercollege.ca. And we also encourage you to follow us on social media, on Facebook and Instagram, to keep you posted on all the amazing art performances, or handcrafts, or those art related that the student they perform. So here, I think that's the end of today's webinar. And we are also going to upload the recording to our YouTube channel. Feel free to follow us on our YouTube channel. Actually, we just recently uploaded the amazing December candlelight concert. That's one part of the very strong example of our gifted arts program here. So feel free to click on that and take a look. But again, thank you so much, and wish everybody have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.